So you may be wondering why I didn't post yesterday. Yesterday was my best friend's birthday, and we were hanging out for that day. So yeah, that's why I didn't post. But anyways, this is a Hitoshi Shinsou X reader. I think this is just like both genders. So yeah, but basically this title is Hopeless Romantic. I'm never gonna get a boyfriend. You sighed sadly. Since you were a kid, you waited for the day you would have a partner. You would ask people out and have hopeless fantasies about a future partner, but no one ever said yes, and you never dated anyone. Like today, you would ask out the undeniably hot, in many ways, Shoto Todoroki. Of course, he said no. You asked out many people in your class, in your grade, not in your grade. A shocking number of people declined you and blew you off. Maybe I'll just be alone forever. You whined. Your phone buzzed, distracting you from your misery. A text from your friend Shinsou. You heard you got rejected again by a stuck-up 1A kid. Sorry, rejected. You smiled happily as he had cared. Shinsou was one of the few friends you had. You actually wanted to go out with him at first, but found yourself in a friendship with him instead. Asking him out felt like it would ruin everything between you two, so you held it back. Now he supported you when you asked out other people, comforted you when they rejected you, and even attempted to give you advice to you once. He wasn't good. Lol, stuck up. Everyone says no, I'm just getting used to IG at this point. You shouldn't be. You look at words curiously. What does he mean by that? He typed for several minutes before saying something. Hey, meet me tomorrow after school. We need to talk. Okay, good night, Shinsou. Good night, Yin. Your heart sped up, seeing that he typed your first name. One of your smaller fantasies always includes someone lovingly saying your name. Just seeing that he typed the words was enough to you to remember that thought. No, stop. He's not interested in you in that way. You were just friends. You tried to shake yourself from the thought, but you couldn't think about anything but it was time to rest for the night. The next day, you waited restlessly until the end of the day. You desperately wanted to know what Shinsou was going to talk to you about, and there had yet to be doubt in your mind about it. That was until you didn't see Shinsou at lunch. At that point, you began to worry. You began fearing the worst for your conversation with Shinsou later. Maybe he was going to say he was leaving and no longer wanted to be your friend. The more you thought of those scenarios, the similar ones, you began to dread your meeting with him even more. Like, really bad. You tried to stay in your class as long as possible even after the final bell rang. You really needed to mentally prepare yourself for this meeting. Yin, you're still here? Shinsou's deep voice echoed through the empty classroom. Oh, yeah, just taking extra time to pack up today. You nervously replied. I never told you where we would meet, so I just thought we'd walk somewhere private and talk, he explained. His tone sounded like he was trying to try and fight you behind the school. You hoped that wasn't the case. No one really goes to the school's back courtyard. We can go there, you suggested. Yeah, that sounds good, he said, beginning to walk out of the room. You quickly followed after him. Hey, you're a bit off today. What's up? He asked. Oh, I just got a bit too deep in my thoughts today about you wanting to meet. You truthfully replied. Shinsou looked away. Oh, okay. His ears turned a bright red and a small blush was on his face, but luckily for him, you didn't see it. I'm beginning too honest again. I need to stop. You didn't need to know about that. You began blushing towards the end. It's fine. like that you're honest," he replied nonchalantly. "It made you even blush more." "Hey, what about you? You've been acting totally different today. What happened during lunch?" You pointed. I got busy." He clearly lied. "Don't lie to me. If I'm honest with you, you're honest with me." You stopped in the empty hallway. "We can talk about this more when we get to the back of the school," he replied. "There's no one around here now, so tell me while we're here," you said. "I was going to tell you all of this behind the school," he continued to insist. "There's no one here, Shinsou. We don't need to," you began saying, sounding a bit more frustrated. "I like you, all right," he snapped. You were a bit taken aback, unsure how to respond. "Yeah, that's what I thought. Just forget about it," he sighed, walking off. "Wait, Shinsou," you called out, but he kept walking away until you lost him. You stopped running when you reached the front gate. The purple-haired boy was no longer in sight at this point. You took a break, looking up at the sky. "Damn," you thought out loud. "I never got to say I like you back." You walked home blushing from your first confession and worried about Shinsou. You pulled out your phone from your pocket, going to text him. "Hey, Shin, are you alright? I should have answered. I'm sorry." You took a moment, decided if you should keep texting. "What you said earlier about liking me? I like you too. I have since met. Hopeless romantic and everything. I didn't want to ruin anything between us. I really like you, Shinsou. You're always kind to me and always there for me. I'm sorry if I ruined any of that." You put your phone back in your pocket, blushing the entire way home. You hoped that he would read it, or even look at it. Soon enough, you ended up at your home, still thinking about what happened. "Ian." You jumped at the voice, turning quickly towards the person. "Shinsou, why are you here?" you exclaimed. Did you really mean it, that you like me?" he asked. Of course I did. You're the first person that has ever cared about me, and you put up with me always asking people out and being sad," you explained. Shinsou walked closer to you. "You just finally deserve better than all the people you asked out. I want to give you that." You opened your arms out for him, giving him a small smile. "Do you need a hug?" He gently wrapped his arms around your body as you brought yours around him. "I'd really like that, Shinsou." "Can we be together?" you asked quietly. He hugged you a bit tighter. "Of course." You smiled, feeling happy that you finally found someone.